everybody. How are we today? Well, it's so wonderful to see you all when you're watching, whether you're watching live or whether or not you're watching later. Today is an exciting day at Daniel's Den because it's all about clocks. Now, I wonder how many clocks you have in your house. That would be a really good task, wouldn't it, to do, is to go and find how many clocks you can find. I've been a little bit shocked because I've got clocks on my microwave, on my cooker, but they're digital clocks. And it's really interesting in this day and age of how many clocks we actually have that are circular. And that's what we're thinking about today, is circular clocks. Here is a clock I've got in my kitchen. And it's circular, and I love this clock because the numbers are really, really big. And when I'm doing Facebook Live, I can just glance and see what the time is, so I know when to finish. During lockdown, we had a little clock in our living room, which we've had for many, many years, and we kept putting a new battery in it, but in the end, it decided it didn't work anymore. And I wonder if you can find a clock in your house. And when I was thinking about this, I was just chatting to my daughter. Good morning, Ankita. I was thinking of two of my favourite clocks growing up. My grandparents, my auntie once lived in Germany, and she brought back a cuckoo clock. And my daughter's just been telling me about my cousin Miriam, who's got a cow clock that's on the hour, it moves. And another clock that I absolutely love belonged to my Auntie Tama, and it was a grandfather clock, and it had a pendulum that went click, tick, tock, tick, tock. It was a beautiful clock. And in our songbook that you got in your craft pack, there is a picture, can you see, of a grandfather clock. Morning, Lynn. If you've got a clock in your house, take pictures. You can put it in the comments after the video, putting our friends of Daniel's Den. But grandfather clocks, you don't see many of them these days, do you? And Big Ben. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go into London, and maybe the renovation will be finished and they'll uncover the clock. But it's really good with children to have fun with clocks, and there's lots of toy clocks, and I think they're really, really good, like telling the time, obviously for children. But next term, our next pack, we'll be doing all about numbers, and actually the numbers on a clock are really good for children to count. But with our children, it's never too soon to teach them about time. And in fact, you don't have to teach them about time. They know that rhythm, don't they? Morning, lunchtime, afternoon dinner, bottled bed, bath time. That the routine, it's so good to have fun with your children, thinking about time before they ever, look at the numbers and tell the time. But just having that awareness of clocks. And so today I want to challenge you. Do you have a circle-shaped clock in your house? If you do, take a photo and you can post it. Well, we are going to make one of my favorite crafts today, which is Hickory Dickory Dock, the mouse running up the clock. So I think I mentioned it last week, and Funny Buddy loves these. You can buy different varieties, but these are our favourites, and this is my favourite flavour. Oh, there's nothing beats a Friday night, Saturday night, watching TV or playing cards with my children and munching on these. Oh, they are great. And of course, I have to eat them because of the crafts. That's the only reason, really. Morning, Yvonne. I wonder if you've got a clock in your bedroom, or whether it's a digital clock. Really interesting to think about clocks, isn't it? I went looking in a book for a clock, and I could only find, apart from our songbook, the only book that I found was this book, which is my children's. And there was a picture of the school clock. There was no clocks in the living room. Interesting, wasn't it? But yes, so clocks. Let's put the screen down and let's see if we can make our Hickory Dickory Dock. Can you see? This is what you need. You need your crayons. You need the clock face. You need the mouse that was cut out by our wonderful volunteer, Elizabeth. And you need some string, some scissors, some sellotape, which I've got here, and some glue. So the first thing we do, you will notice with this, that we had a sheet with 4 of these on there, so we just cut out roughly, because with your children, I know these are bigger sisters, but in your pack there's some little sisters, and it's really good to have a go with your children cutting out the circle. Now with children our age, children, toddlers, just cutting any paper is really good fun, supervised at all times, but this is a way that you could perhaps have fun cutting out the circle with the children. And then, so when you cut out the circle, circles everywhere, aren't there? I think it's one of my favorite shapes of the circle. It can be used in so many ways. And then it says in our instruction books that you have to draw the hands of the clock. Now, I used to love doing this with children, and as your children get older, it's just a fun thing to do, to put hands on a clock. You could easily make one of these, an old cereal packet, cut out some hands. There's some little brass fasteners, or you could find some way of fixing it in the middle, and then they could twirl the hands around. So we're going to have it, of course, actually, the song that I sing it has 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I think I'm going to point to 3 o'clock, because when I was a child, we used to have 3 o'clocks. At 3 o'clock, we used to have a tea and a little snack, and it was called 3 o'clocks. Oh, let's have our 3 o'clocks. Like our 10 o'clocks, those were times when we would stop. I grew up on a farm, we'd stop working and we'd do things. So there is our clock face. You can draw it on there. If you want, you could make some hands for the clock. And Lynn's saying that here's another little rhyme for parents, little ones. Tick tock. Oh, that's a new one. One of the challenges today is whether or not you know a song about a clock or time in your mother tongue. Now, Hickory Dickory Dock is quite a well-known song, but I'm sure that in your culture, so that's maybe you're from India or Eastern Europe or country in Africa or elsewhere, you might have a song about time. Like, I haven't really thought about it. I did put that challenge in there, but I'm sure there are songs about time. So look, so here is our clock. So our Pringles makes a brilliant grandfather clock. Oh, there's like the grandfather's face, isn't it, Mr. Pringle? So I'll just put this at the side here, and it says to stick it on the side. So I've got my glue stick, and I'm going to put my glue on my clock face, and I'm going to stick it on my Pringles tube. Of course, you may not have a tube like this. You could use a box. You could use anything, but having it freestanding like that is good. Look, I really like that. I love that. It's great. So now we have to do our mouse. So well done, Elizabeth, our volunteer, for cutting out 120 mice. So I'm going to do the little eye, and there's its ear, and here is its nose and its whiskers. So I'm going to do the same on the other side, a little eye. If you wanted, you could put one of the googly eyes on it, because there's quite a lot of googly eyes in there. So look, there is the little mouse. Can you see it? And of course, every mouse needs a tail. Now, for the purposes of this activity, we have got a long tail. Now, the hole has been punched in here, but this is quite a skill. And yet again, you can show your children or let them have a go at threading the string through the hole. It's actually a fun activity to do with your children. So I'm going to try and work out, yes, I'm going to do it so it doesn't look like I'm being cruel to the mouse. So look, here's the knot. So there's my knot. Oh, that is the mouse's tail, look. But this string is what we're going to use for it to go up the clock. And I'm going to show you how to do that here. So you've got your box. Now, this is something your children can't do. Get a sharp scissors and make a hole in the top like this. Very, very carefully. Don't hurt yourself. Oh my gosh. Can you see the hole there? Can you see the hole? Whoops. Whoops. There we are, look. And thread the string through that hole and tie a knot. I hope this is going to work. Oh my gosh, let me have a think. Oh, because we want to be able to pull it up, don't we? And then let it down. Oh, I hadn't thought this one through, and I had it done before. But anyway, you can have a go at working out how to do this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some sellotape. Let me get a little bit of sellotape at the end. I did this in the first lockdown and did it really well, but this one I was like, oh, I know how to do this. And it just goes to show we don't always know. So look, I've actually stuck it on the other side. So now there's a little top bit that we can then pull it up and let it go down. Can you see? So there's the clock, and here we pull the string up and let the mouse go down. What do you think? Oh, Lynn's put in a really great rhyme in the comments. Oh, I'm going to have a look at that in a minute, but let's have a look at Lynn's. What's it say? Tick tock, I'm a little cuckoo clock. Tick tock, now I'm striking 1 o'clock. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh, I like that one. I'll have to write that one down. It's always great when we learn new songs. And if you've got songs about clocks or about time, do share them with us. That would be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to do Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. Can you do that one? Funny Bunny and I are going to do it with you. Tick tock, hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 2. 1, 2. The mouse went boo! Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3. 1, 2, 3. The mouse went whee! Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The mouse said, no more. Hickory dickory dock. Tick tock, Yay! Yvonne's saying she has 1 clock in every room and that they are all round, all shaped like a circle. That's amazing, Yvonne. I can't say the same. And it is so frustrating, isn't it, when you haven't got a clock to see, to know what time it is. Yeah, I'm getting the message today. So it's about a circle. So the face of a clock is a circle. And we were thinking about doing wind the bobbin up like a circle. Yeah, can we do that one? Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Put your hands upon your knee. Yes! And I have to say, we can't ignore this little friend here, can we? The little mouse. And shall we sing 3 Blind Mice? We haven't sung this one for a long time. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 blind mice, 3 blind mice. See how they run, see how they run. They all run after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind Mice. Oh my gosh. Well, it's good having clocks in your house, but not necessarily good having mice in your house. But this is a friendly mouse who loves going up the hickory dickory clock. So if you can have a go at making one, share your pictures on social media, bring your clocks, and we will have some other songs. I love the words of that one that Lynn has shared with us. We will try and pop that on our Facebook page, and we will do it in our sessions this week. But it's been fantastic to see you. Have a wonderful day. I hope the sun is shining where you are, and see you soon. Bye. Bye.